ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति भेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अखण्डं सच्चिदानन्दं निश्चान्त
अखण्डं सच्चिदानन्दं
भवान् मनसगोचरम्
भवान् मनसगोचरम्
आत्मानम् अखिलाधारम्
आत्मानम् अखिलाधारम्
आश्रयेऽभीष्टसिद्धये
आश्रयेऽभीष्टसिद्धये।
It's a beautiful Mangala Shloka. प्रथम श्लोकः अस्य ग्रन्थस्य मङ्गलश्लोकः। श्लोकद्वारा आचार्यः ग्रन्थकारः सदानंद योगीन्द्र सरस्वती नमस्कारं करोति। आत्मानं आत्मस्तुतिम् आत्मानम् अभीष्टसिद्धये इति। Through the first shloka, he offers namaskara, paramatmanah namaskarah कृतः आचार्येण सदानंद योगीन्द्र सरस्वत्या. A beautiful Mangala shloka. Every word of this shloka remains of the Vakyam of the Upanishad. In fact, we have seen, just to recall what Atmanam. Atmanam abhishta siddhaye. Tattvamasi iti vakyarthasya. Tvampadena atma iti atma lakshitaha. Atma iti padam. Atma iti padam. Atma iti tattvamasi vakyasya. Tvampadena lakshitaha. Atma. Tat tvam. Tvam. That tvam is that refers to Atma. What about Tat Padam? Tat Padam refers to Brahma. Upanishadam Brahma. Shrutya Pratiparitam Brahma. And that is referred to by the word Akandam. Akandam. Akandam means we have seen Deshataha, Kalataha, Vastutaha, Aparichedaha. Trivida Paricheda Ragitam Brahma. Akandam. Therefore, Brahma and Atma, they are equated. Therefore, Jiveshwara, Aikyam. Therefore, Tattvamasi, the Mahavakyam is what is conveyed through this Mangala Shloka. Therefore, it's a beautiful shloka. And Akandam, Sachit Anandam, about Ananda. Ananda means we know. Ananda is happiness. And that happiness is in the Vivahara, Lokika, we use the word Sukham. Ananda, Sukham. That Sukham, the word, Sukham is Indriya Janya Sukham, or it could be Manasa Vyaparena Praptam Sukham. All these are Sukham, Anubhava Sukham. What is Ananda? That Swarupam of Brahma is Ananda, and the Sukham what we experience to the Vishaya, that is Vishaya Sukham. The same Ananda, that alone is expressed through Vishayas, the objects. And the objects are all born of, these objects are nothing but this Jagat. The Jagat is born of Panchamaha Bhuta. And if you take the word Sukham, the word Sukham itself has got two letters, Sukha. Sukha. Sukham, Sukha Dhatu is Churadigana, we saw yesterday, Sukhayati. But Sukha as the Pratipadika, Su and Kha. Sushtu Sukham, Yasmat, Tat Sukham. This is another way of deriving the word Sukham. Sushtu Sukham. Sukha. Kam means Akasha. So Sushtu Sukham Yasmat. That Akasha which has come from which? Akasha is space. That is relatively infinite. Relatively, we cannot say absolute because Akasha is also created. How do you know? Tasmad Akasha Sambhutaha Akashat Vayuhu Vayoragnihi Agnerapah Adhyah Prithvyam Oshadayaha Shruti Vakyam. Taittiriya Upanishad Vakyam is that Akasha also created. Therefore, this Akashadi Sarvam Idam Jagat. Akashadi Atmakam Idam Jagat. This Jagat made up of this Panchamaha Bhuta. Akasha, Vayu, etc. Yena Sukham Anubhuyate. Yena Sukham Anubhuyate, that is called Sukham. Therefore, that refers to Brahma. Even Vishayaranda also is Brahma only. But the problem is that Vishaya Sukham is not long lasting. It is not Nitya Sukham. That is only problem. But that Sukham, that is also Ananda. That Brahma. It's all from Atma only, Brahma only. The lesha of that Sukham is what is expressed through the Vishaya, or it is experienced in the Sushupti Avastha. So it is Ananda, Brahmananda. That is Akandam Satchit Anandam. That is the word Ananda in the Satyam Jnanam Anantam. That Anantam Ananda that refers to. So therefore, Atma and Brahma, they are equated. They are equated. Therefore, it is Tattvamasi, that Vakya, Mahavakyasya Arthaha eva Pratipaditaha Acharyena. So therefore, it's a beautiful shloka. Avang Manasa Gocharam. That is another one. It is not available for walk. It is not available for speech. Upanishad also say Naiva Vacha Namanasa Praptum Shakyo Na Chakshusha Katopanishad Visa. But other Upanishad says Atmavare Shrotavyaha Mantavyaha Nididhyasitavyaha. Then Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam Atma Nyatavyaha iti, that Vakyam will become Vaiyartya. If Atma is Avang Manasa Gocharam, then how can you hear about it? How can you do Mananam on that? Because it is not available. Then what will happen to the Shruti Vakyam? Shruti Vakyam becomes a problem. Then Shruti Vakyam has no meaning, but it is Shruti Vakyam. And there is another statement, Upanishadam Purusham Prichami. The disciple asks the teacher, please teach me Upanishadam Purusham Atma. How can it be taught if it is Avang Manasa Gocharam? Therefore, only we say that is this Atma. Vacha words means the Laukika Shabdena Gyatum Na Shakyate. Laukika Shabdai. We need Shastra Shabda, Shastram. And also Manasa, when we say not by the Malina Manasa, Ashuddhi Manasa Gyatum Na Shakyate. What does the Manas, the mind generally does? Manaha Vishayan Kamayate. Therefore, Manaha, the Manas will be Ashuddham. It is always after the Vishaya. So, Kama Krodha Divihi Malaihi Sada Avrutam Manas Avrutena Manasa Nyatum Na Shakyate. That is the meaning. Therefore, because of Kama Krodha, etc., therefore you do varieties of the karma, all because of the Ashuddha Manasa. So, Shuddha Manasa Nyatum Shakyate. Shastra Acharya Upadesha Shamadamadi Samskrita Manasa. The mind should be Samskrita mind. It should not be Prakrita. Prakrita Manasa Atma Nyatum Na Shakyate. Samskrita Manasa. Shastra Acharya Upadeshena Shamadishak Sampatya Manaha Samskritam Bhavati. It is purified. It is relatively, it becomes Shuddha. That Shuddha Manasa, Samskrita Manasa, Atma Sakshat Kartam Shakyate. Therefore, that is why Kathopanishad we have seen Drishyate Tvaghaya Buddhya Sukshmaya Sukshmadarshibhihi. Atma is Drishyate. Drishyate Atmava Are Drashtavyaha Drishyate. It is available for seeing, not with your Laukika eyes, not with your eyes. That is through the mind which is made Samskrita. That mind, this Atma which is Sukshma Vishaya, it is Jnatum Shakyate. That is how we have to understand. All these words are beautiful words. Suppose beautiful Mangala Shlokaha. Mangala Shloka Dwara Acharyaha Ishvara Namaskaraha Kritaha. And also he Acharyena Suchayati. What? Mahavakya Tattvamasi Mahavakyasya arthaha acharyena suchayati. Therefore, it's a beautiful shloka. Then the next shloka, which we saw in the last class, through this shloka, the Acharya offers namaskara to Guru. Why Atma itself is enough? Atmanam Abhishta Siddhaye, Atma Namaskaram itself is enough. That covers everything. Guru also. When Atma Namaskaram covers all the devatas, then why do we need special namaskara to Guru? Guru is always Guru. Even though all the devatas are there, even though all the devatas are included in the Guru, but Guru Namaskara is, it is something special because without Guru, even you don't need to have devotion towards other devatas or gods, but that bhakti towards the Guru, that is important. That Guru Kripa, more than any other Kripa, Guru Kripa is important. If Guru Kripa is there, then one will have Ishvara Kripa, Shastra Kripa, even Atma Kripa, all Kripa will come. That grace, the grace of the Guru is important. Because Guru is not different from Brahma. So offering Namaskara to Guru, offering Namaskara is equivalent to offering Namaskara to all the Devatas. It is ultimate. Yasya deve parabhakti yatha deve tatha guru tasyaite katita hirtaha prakashante mahatmanaha yaha paramatmani bhaktim karoti yatha paramatmani tataiva guruvapi bhaktim karoti. That is what is important. In that person, Guruna bodhitaha arthaha prakashante. That is by that Guru. When the Guru teaches the artha, that shastrartha prakashante, shishyanam manasi, in the mind of the shishya. Therefore, Guru aradhana avashyam kartavya iti. Therefore, this second shloka is written. And we are going to see in Gita. Tadviddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninastattvadarshinaha. So, pranama guru shushushat divihi guravaha prasadaniyaha. You have to gain the grace of the Guru by doing namaskara and doing Guru seva. It is not to boost the ego of the Guru. It is for the Shishya to submit oneself. Submission means he is ready to receive the Jnanam without any inhibition, without any preconceived notion, preconceived opinion. Not just looking upon the Guru as a mortal being. All these limitations will come. He's also like me. He's also made of the same Panchamahabhuta. He's also having the body like me. How, in what way is greater? He is greater because Jnanam is there, therefore he is greater. And here the Guru is Advayanandaha. Artataha Advayanandaha. Shabdataha Advayanandaha. Artatopi Advayanandaha. How much reverence the Shishya has for the Guru, Sadananda Yogendra Saraswati. Shabdataha Advayanandaha. His name is Advayananda. Artataha api Advayanandaha. Artataha means in meaning also. So, Advayananda, Advaye Paramatmani Anandaha. Advaye Paramatmani Anandaha Yeshante Advayanandaha. What is the hetu? How do you say that? Atita Dvaita Bhanataha. Atitam Dvaitam Yasmat. Tat Atita Dvaitam. So Pratyekatmam Ityartaha. Therefore, is Atita Dvaita Bhanata free. He has gone above the Dvaita Bhana. That is the Diva Buddhi, the duality Buddhi. Dvaita Buddhi. The one who has gone above Dvaita Buddhi. It means what? Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. That vision is very clear for him. For his there is no Jagat. Jagat is Mithya. Mithya Jagat. Satyam is Brahma. Mithya Jagat, when it comes, there is Dvaita Buddhi. When for you, for the Jiva, For Jiva, this Jagat is Satyam. Therefore, Satya, Jagataha, Jagati is Satyatva Buddhi. That is Dvaita Buddhi. Brahmani Satyatva Buddhi, that is Advaita Buddhi, Atma Buddhi, Brahma Buddhi. He has gone above Dvaitam. Atita Dvaita Bhanataha. Bha means Jnanam. Bhanataha. Atita Dvaita. One who has gone above Dvaita Bhava, Dvaita Buddhi. That is the Hetu. Panchami. Therefore, he is Advayanandaha. His Ananda is always in this Advayam. Advayam means Advaitam. Advaitam means that Aikyam, Jiveshwara Aikyam, that is Ishvaraha, Brahma, Atma. In that he always revels. That is, he is not carried over by all the Vishayananda. He is always revels in Brahmananda, Atmaratihi, Atma Santushtaha, Atma Yasvatmaratireva Syat, Atma Triptascha Manavaha. Therefore, he is Advayanandaha. Tasya Karyam na Vidyate. It doesn't have anything to do, but it still teaches. That is a grace. That is a Guru Kripa. Therefore, Guru Namaskara is done by the Shishya, the author of the text, Gurun Aradhya. Gurun Aradhya, you can make the Guru sit and do Pada Puja. That is one type of Aradhana. Remembering the Guru itself is doing Aradhana. Remembering the Guru, Manasa Smaranam. So, Manasa Smaranam is Guru Aradhanam. So, here the author does the Manasapi, Vachapi, Gurun Aradhya, Vedantasaram, Yathamati, Vakshe. So, iti, Vitiya Mangala Shlokaha, which we have seen in the last class. Now comes the next one. We have seen the commentary also to this shloka. Next comes now from here onwards, we have seen the prose section starts. This text is a prose work, not in the form of a verse, not poetical form, not in the metrical form. Only the two shlokas, the two Pratana shloka, Paramatma Namaskara shlokaha, Pratama shlokaha, Guru Namaskara shlokaha, Dvitiya shlokaha, the shloka dvayam eva padya rupena vartate. From here onwards, it is Gadya, prose form. Let us read the third line, third one. Third one, we say, what is third one? It is a prose. Therefore, Gadya number 3. So we can refer to by Gadya number 3. You cannot say shloka number 3. Because that is not a shloka, it is a Gadya, prose. So Gadya number 3. We will refer to it by Gadya number 3. This is also a beautiful way of presenting the subject matter. We'll read that. Vedanto nama Upanishad Pramanam.
Pramanam
Tadupakarini Shariraka Sutradini cha. First, we will see this line and then we can see the commentary. If any of your names are not added in the Vedantasara group, please let me know. I will add after the class. You can send me personally message. Now, here the author uses the words. All the words we are familiar, but still, for the sake of the completion of the text, it should be complete. Means you have to interpret all the words. Even though we are very much familiar, we have seen words many times, but still we will see. Vedantaha nama. Vedantaha nama. Nama is Napumsakalinga. It's a Vyasthapadam. Then Upanishad. Then Gunasandhi happens. So Vedantaha nama Upanishad Pramanam Tadupakarini Shariraka Sutradini cha. Vedantaha Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachana. Nama Napumsakalinga, that also Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachana. That Vedanta is Pramanam, Upanishad Pramanam. It is subjective complement. Vedantaha Nama Upanishad Pramanam. Then Tadupakarini Shariraka, that further says what is Vedanta. Shariraka Sutradinicha. Tadupakarini Shariraka Sutra. Tadupakarini is like Napumsakalinga. Tadupakarin. It is Sutradinicha. It is a Napumsakalinga Shabda. Therefore, it is Tadupakari. Shabda is Tadupakari, not Tadupakari. Tadupakari. Similarly, Shariraka Sutradi. Shariraka Sutradi. Adi, Adini, Adini. That is a Bhagavad Samasa. We will talk about that. So now Vedanta. What is Vedanta? What is Veda? Veda, the word derived from Vid, Dhatu, Jnanam, Jnane, Vid, Jnane. So refers to Chatvaraha Vedaha, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atra Veda, we know. Vedaha. And this Vedas, Vedanam, Bhagat Dvayamasti, that's got two parts. Purva Bhagaha, Antima Bhagaha. Purva Bhaga deals with Karma and Upasana. That is why it is called Karma Kanda. Either you can call Purva Bhaga, the first part, or you can call Karma Kanda. Deals with Karma. This, here you have to note, this division is purely we do. That Advaitins, they do. We look upon this Veda as two parts. Not all the author, not all the Darshanam do. For Purva Mimamsa, it is one whole Shastra. It is Eka Shastra. For them, the Veda is one whole. But for us, it is made of two. Like Ashtadhyayi, Sapada Saptadhyayi, then Tripadi. Similarly, Shastra Dvayam. Veda being what it is. What is Veda? Already we have seen many times. Vindanti Chaturaha Purushartha Tat Prapti Upayancha Anena Giti Vedaha Vidyate Nyayate Labhyate Iti Yebihi Dharmaradhi Dharmartha Kama Purusharthaha Iti Vedaha. That by which we know Dharmartha Kama Purushartha. That is called Veda. Vedana Sadhanatvat Vedaha. There is a shloka also by Sayanacharya. They said, Pratyakshena Vastupayo na buddhyate yenam vindati vedena tasmat vedasya vedata. That is, by Pratyakshadi Pramanena na buddhyate, it is not known. It is not available for other Pramana. It is that subject matter is available only for Veda only. Therefore, Vedasya Vedata, Pramanatvat Vedaha. Veda is a Pramanam. Now the word Pramanam is introduced. We will see what it is. So therefore Veda is a Pramanam. And we look upon the Veda as two Shastra Dvayam. Not one Shastra. It is two Shastram. Purva Bhagaha, Antima Bhagaha iti Bhagadvayam asti. And Vedasya Antima Bhagaha, that is called Vedanta. Vedasya Antaha or Vedanam Antaha Vedantaha. It is then Vedasya Antaha or Vedanam Antaha Vedantaha. That is, it is purely a positional name. If you read any translation, they will say it is culmination of the Veda. It is not like that. It is not culmination of the Veda. It is purely a positional name. Positional name is, it is at the end. Therefore, it is called Vedanta. That's all. Location. Vedanam Antima Bhagaha is Upanishadaha. And the Antima portion, the last part, has got Upanishad. We divided Veda into two, Veda Purva, Veda Anta. Another way of classifying the Veda is Samhita, Brahmana, Aranyaka, Upanishad. And this Upanishad is the content of the end portion of the Veda, that is Vedanta. Therefore, Upanishad, Vedanta, synonymous. Veda being a Pramana, Upanishad also Pramana. Veda Purva also Pramanam. Veda, whole Veda is a Pramanam. Therefore, Purva Bhava also Pramanam. Vedanta also Pramanam. Pramanam for what? Subject matter. That differs. That is why we divide Veda into two. If the subject matter is same, we don't have to divide the Veda into two. The subject matter is different. The subject matter of Veda Purva is Dharma, Artha, Kama, Purushartha. The means by which you can accomplish. So, Veda Purva provides various means, various sadhanas for achieving the Purushartha, Dharma, Artha, Kama. We call it as prayas in the language of Kathopanishad. And the subject matter of Vedanta, otherwise called Upanishad, we will discuss the word Upanishad also. It is Jnanam. That is why it's called the Jnanakanda. So therefore Upanishad. So therefore, Vedantaha kaha, if you ask, Vedanta is Upanishad. Vedanta is Vedanto nama Upanishad Pramanam. Vedanta is Upanishad Pramanam. Now, what is Upanishad? Upaniyeva matmanam Brahma apastadvayam punaha nihantya vidyam tajjam cha tasmat Upanishan mata. There is a shloka which defines what Upanishad. The word Upanishad, I will explain the shloka later. The word Upanishad, Upa, let us see the word. Upa plus Ni plus Shadl. Shadl is a dhatu. We have seen in some class. Shadl, Sad dhatu. That alone becomes Sidati. Sidanti mama gatrani, mukam cha parishishyati. That becomes Sida. There the meaning is different. But with the Upasarga, the meaning becomes totally different. Tatvartaha anyatra niyate upasargena. Adding upasarga, the meaning of the dhatu will be different. Sometimes it emphasizes, intensifies the meaning. Sometimes it gives opposite meaning, completely opposite meaning. Sometimes it modifies the meaning. So here the meaning is modified. Therefore, Upanishad, the word is different from the very meaning of the word dhatu. Shadla dhatu is a dhatu. That becomes Sidanti. And the Shadla dhatu itself, if you see the meaning, Visharana Gati Avasadana, that meaning is so this intensifies the meaning. So the Upasarga intensify. Upa plus Ni plus Shadla. Upanipurvasya Shadla, that is Sadehe Dhatoho. Kip Pratyaye Krute. Upanishad Shabdaha Nishpadyate. We have seen this many times. So Dhatoho Artaha Kim, that Shadla Dhatoho Visharana Gati Avasadanam. That is the meaning. And the Upa, the word is Samipyam. Samipam ityartaha. Upa means. Upa is Upasarga. Upa means closeness. Samipyam. Ni means Nischaya Jnanam. Nisamshayam ityartaha. That is why Ni. Ni means Nischaya. Nischaya means very firm. Nisamshayam, no doubts. That's why Ni. So, that is Samipyam. Going near, you get Nischaya. Now, what is near to you? Let us analyze what is near to you. Who are near to you? First, we will ask who are near. The people are near. My family members are near. My parents are near. Among the members also, my father and mother, they are very close. We are closely associated. They are near. Further near, if we go down, then this body, Annamaya Kosha, is near. That is Stula Shariram. Further go down. Then Pranamaya is very near. Because what is near to you, we are discussing that. Therefore, you have to go in. Then pranamaya. Then mind is very near. In fact, we all the time we consider ourselves to be the mind. What the mind thinks is what I think. We have that abhimana with the body and mind so intensely, therefore they are very close. So annamaya, then pranamaya, then manomaya, then buddhi, vijnanamaya, that is very close. Then we say anandamaya. All the panchakoshas, they are in the order of gradation. From stula to sukshma, it is very close. But really speaking, they are also not close. What is close, in fact, what is that which is not separate from you, it is you only, the pure you. That is Atma, that is you. That is the Samipyam. That is the closeness. What can be closer to you or closest to you is you only. There cannot be anything other than Atma closer to you. In fact, you are that. Atma is not different from you. It is you. Therefore, what happens to all these? These are not you. These are anatma. But we have strong abhimana with this anatma. Therefore, we take this anatma to be atma. That is why samsara is. Adhyasa, avidya, adhyasa. Therefore, karma pala. Therefore, papa punya. Therefore, punarjarma. That is what is called samsara. Therefore, that aham atma iti, that jnanam not there. That buddhi, that jnanam not there. That is, Atma is, yeah, that is the job of the Shastram, that is the job of the teacher, taking you to yourself. That is the word, that is what the word Upa refers to. Samipyam, closeness. And knowing yourself as you are, that is Nischaya Jnanam. That is why Mananam is required. Taking you near to yourself, that is possible only by Guru Upasadanam, going near the Guru. That is by Upanayana ceremony. The brahmacharis, before they get into the study of Veda, they undergo this ceremony called Upanayana, sacred thread. That is indication that they are going to the Gurukulam. They are eligible for studying Shastram, not on their own. They will have to go to the Gurukulam and they learn from the Guru, stay with the Guru for 12 years and study. And they are eligible for doing Gayatri Mantra. Start with Gayatri Mantra. That is called Upanayanam. Generally, it is that Upadesha, everything given by the father, the known person. Then the father, either he himself can teach or he can send him to the Guru. Father, in those ways, father itself was the Guru. How do we know? Araganam Patnabhum Vasishtam, Shaktim Chatat Putra Parasharam Cha. If you see the tradition, in the beginning, father, son. After that only, the Guru Shishya started coming. The knowledge was transferred from father to son. After Shuka, there was nobody, because Shuka was a brahmachari, he didn't marry. He was a jnani, didn't marry. Therefore, after Shuka, there is no that father-son relationship, only Guru Shishya Parampara. Then after that, then comes Shankaracharya, then all his four disciples, Asmad Gurun, Santataha Anatosmi iti, that shloka. Therefore, this Upa means Samipyam, Guroho Samipyam, Guru Upasadanam, Gatva. Okay, going to the Guru. Then what does the Guru do? Guru does, he teaches the Shastram. That Upa stands for Shravanam. Going to the Guru means, that is, going to the Guru and listening to the Shastram. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevya. The Shishya as the teacher and the teacher starts teaching the Shastram. That is how the Guru takes you to yourself. Samipya. Taking you to near to yourself. It's only an expression. Near. There is no near. Making you know that yourself. That is what the Guru does. How? By Shastram, by Shravanam. For you, Shravanam. For the teacher, it is Adhyapanam, the teaching. Therefore, Upa means Shravanam. We can take the meaning of the word Upa. to be Shravanam. Shravanam is possible only by Guru Upasadanam, Guru Samipyam. Then, if you are an Adhikari, Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampannaha, Shravana Matrena Jnanam Bhavati, Muktaha Bhavati, Jnanat Eva Kaivalyam. Once Jnanam is received, you become Muktaha. There is nothing to be done after that if you are an Adhikari. Adhikari means that what are sadhana chatusha sampati, that itself author is going to discuss. We know that viveka vairagya shama rishatka sampatti mumukshuttam tibra vairagya mumukshuttam, these have to be there in the shishya. Then that shishya, like Nachiketa in the Katopanishad, even though a young boy endowed with all these qualities, therefore only he just discarded whatever Yamadharmaraja offered. Ready for this jnanam, he was very firm only in this knowledge alone. So that type of Shishya, if he listens to the Shastram, he gets jnanam, moksha, then and there, sadhyo mukti, that is. But since many of them are yet to be qualified, it is a process. It is a process. All the sadhanas, whatever we do, it is meant only for preparation. It is only for preparation. Whether it is puja, dhyanam, japa, homa, yatra, or this taking bath in the holy river, any or pranayama, ashtanga yoga, any type of yoga, kriya yoga, sudarshana yoga, kundalini yoga, all the yogas are only a preparatory discipline. But moksha is only by jnanam. So therefore, Shishya is prepared, Shravana Matrena Jnanam Bhavati. But there are some lack. Majority of us, we have lack in the qualification, Adhikaritvam, bringing out the Adhikaritvam in oneself. So therefore, what is required is Nishchaya Jnanam, that Ni stands for Nissamshaya, Samshaya Ragitam. After listening to the Shastram, there may be doubts with regard to what we have heard from the Guru. The Guru is telling that I am the Jagat Karna, I am the cause of this world. How can I be the miserable creature, the most insignificant creature, me? How can I be the cause of this Jagat? This is indigestible. You cannot assimilate this when the Guru teaches. The Guru teaches not his own philosophy. What the Shastram says, that alone he says. So you have Shraddha in the words of the Guru. At the same time, you have this doubt. So now you become confused. You become doubtful. Not with the Guru, because you have Shraddha. Therefore, what you have to do, you have to listen to the Shastram again and again. For what purpose? For removing these doubts, for removing this vagueness, that unclarity. Clarity is not there. What does the Guru say? And how I am going to understand that? That for gaining the clarity is gained only by removing this pratibandha, which is in the form of samshaya, the doubts. That's right. Ni, the word is there in Upani. Ni is nissamshaya or nishchaya. When samshaya goes away, then jnanam becomes nishchaya, drida. For drida jnanartham, for the jnanam to become very clear, nissamshaya ragita jnanam, that is called jnanam. Samshaya ragita jnanam is pratibandhaka jnanam. It is as good as the samsari, pratibandhaka jnanam. For gaining the jnanam which is free from the pratibandha, all pratibandhas. Therefore, punaha shravanam kuryat. That is called mananam. Mananam is nothing but punaha shravanam. Again and again listening to the Shastram. Because you have got Shanka, the doubt, with regard to the Pramana, with regard to the Prameya. Pramana Shanka, Prameya Shanka. But have you ever thought about the Shanka with regard to the Pramata? That also to be considered. Pramanam being Shastram and that being operated by Guru, since you have Shraddha, therefore Pramana Shanka you have to remove slowly by getting convinced what the Shastram reveals, Shastram being a Pramanam. We will see what Pramanam again later. So Pramana Shanka has to go. Then what the subject matter of the Shastram? That Aikya Jnanam. The Shanka with regard to that also has to go over a period of listening goes. But the main cause is Pramata. The Pramata, that knower is not yet ready. So he has to become qualified. So he should, that is why we say sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. So when you do Shavanam, the Pramata itself, the knower itself, he himself corrects or himself sets himself for gaining this jnanam. He himself removes or he himself sharpens, he himself chisels himself to be a fit recipient, the patram for this jnanam. That is the benefit of listening to the Shastram in spite of our busy schedule again and again. Punah punaha shavanam kuryat. By that, tena, this samshaya jnanam bhavati. That is the word, that is what the word, the ni, the upasarga in the Upanishad refers to. Then by that what happens? Then when the jnanam becomes drida, first is samshayas are removed. Then the jnanam becomes drida. Tena what happens? Samsara is samsarasya visharanam avasadanam bhavati. The destruction of samsara happens. That is avidya goes away. Avidya panayanena vidya bhavati. Vidya is, that is jnanam mokshaha iti. That is the meaning of the word Upanishad. And the word Upanishad, the Vedanta, the end portion, I said it is Upanishad. The words are Upanishad. Kathopanishad, Mundakopanishad, Prashnopanishad, Kenopanishad. That text is called Upanishad. What do we mean by the word Upanishad? Do we mean the text? Knowing the text, we become free? Or understanding the meaning of the words of the text, we become free? Text alone cannot make you free. If you memorize Ishavasya Upanishad, that is chantable, easy to memorize also. If you memorize Taittiriya Upanishad, will you become free? Will you get moksha? That is Shabda. Mere Shabda cannot give you jnana, cannot give you moksha. Mere Shabda cannot give. If that is the case, all the Vedikas who have studied the Vedas, mastered all the 4 Vedas, they must have gained moksha, they must be free. No. Shabdartha, what the Shabda reveals, what the meaning of the Shabda, that alone gives mukti, moksha, not just the Shabda. The meaning of the words of the Upanishad, also referred to by the word Upanishad, meaning Paravidya. Just the Shabda of the Upanishad are referred to Aparavidya. They are also Aparavidya only. Upanishad as a text, as a collection of words, is nothing but Aparavidya. Ve vidye veditavye paracha aparacha, we have seen in Mundakopanishad. So Aparavidya includes all the Vedanga. Vyakaranam, Chandas, Niruktam, Jyotisham, Shiksha, Kalpa, Kalpaha iti. All are Paravidya. What about Upanishad? Upanishad as the words, that also Aparavidya only. And what is Paravidya? Yaya tadaksharam adigamyate sa Paravidya, by which the Aksharam Brahma is understood. That is called Upanishad. Then what is the meaning of the word Upanishad also becomes valid. That Upanishad, Upanipurvasya, then Kvip Pratyaya, Shadridhata, Kvip Pratyaya. That is the remover of samsara. So samsara, the destroyer of samsara, by giving jnanam. That is the meaning of the word Upanishad. Therefore, the meaning of the text, the Upanishad, by that only ajnanam is removed. Therefore, that is Paravidya. Therefore, Vedanta, when we say Upanishad, Upanishad meaning the words, not literally taking the words, the meaning of the words of the Upanishad by which jnanam is generated. In fact, it's not a new jnanam, already jnanam is there. Avidya is removed. Removal of avidya alone is jnanam, and that is moksha. Therefore, Upanishad, the word, we have to take Mukhyartha and Gaunartha. 2 things we have seen. That is Upanishad, Mukhya Artha is Brahma Vidya because it is knowledge. Mukhya Artha is Brahma Vidya. It reveals Brahma. Gauna Artha, secondary Artha is the text, the words. That is what we call Pramanam. Shabda Rupatmakam, Shabdam Pramanam. So the secondary meaning, Gaunartha, is the text, the words. That is the Pramanam because the words reveal the Vastu. And the knowledge of the Vastu is Mukhyartha, that is Brahma Vidya, that is the Prama, the knowledge which is generated by the Pramanam Upanishad. So both the words and the knowledge generated by the words, both are referred to by the word Upanishad. Therefore, Upanishad as Mukhyartha and Gaunartha. Upanishad as a Pramanam, what we refer to is Gaunartha. That is a secondary meaning. Primary meaning is Prama, the knowledge, Paravidya. The knowledge, the Paravidya is Mukhyartha. Now, this Upanishad Shabda Vachyam, Ye Upasadya Nishchayena Shilayanti Tesham Janma Maranadi Anartha Pukam Shitilayati Avasadayati Brahma Gamayati iti Upanishad iti Shankaracharya says. Where does he say? In the Upanishad, what we have studied, Kathopanishad. Janma Maranadi Anartha Pukam Shitilayati Avasadayati Brahma Gamayati. That is what is called Upanishad. Upa meaning going near, Ni means clear understanding, Shadala means the destroyer. Destroyer of what? Destroyer of avidya, that is samsara. Therefore, that knowledge which destroys samsara, when the knowledge, when clearly understood, how? By upasadanam, by going to the teacher. Therefore, Upanishad means Brahma Vidya, Brahma Jnanam, that is the Mukhyartha. Gaunartha referring to the text, the words, and that are end of the Veda, Vedanta, that is Pramanam. Therefore, here the author says, Upanishad, Vedanto Nama, Upanishad Pramanam. So, referring to the collection of the words, that Shabda Rashi, which are at the end of the Veda, referred to by the word Vedanta, or got another name, Upanishad, and that is Pramanam. So, Pramanam is this Upanishad, meaning the Vedanta, the collection of words, Shabda Rashi, that Gaunartha. Shabda Rupatmakam, the Shastram at the end of the Veda, that is Upanishad Pramanam. Pramanam, what is Pramanam? We know very well Pramanam. Pramanam is Prakarshena Miyate Nyayate iti Pramanam. Pramanam. And we accept 6 Pramana. Advaita Vedante Shat Pramanani Svikritani. Pratyaksha, Anumana, Upamana, Shabda Pramanam, Arthapati, Anupalabdi. Pratyaksha, Anumana, Upamana, Shabdarthapatti Palabdayaha. Iti Shat Pramanani Svikurvanti. Advaita Siddhante. The word Pramanam derived from the Ma dhatu. Ma means to know. It has got the Ma means literally means to measure. What to measure? Measurement is that Ma is to measure. But here the measurement we have to take Ma means jnane, in the sense of knowing. Therefore, Pramanam, Pramakaranam, Pramanam. When you say Pramanam, means of knowledge, it invariably brings the other factors. Pramanam, means of knowledge. There must be a Pramata. And Pramanam being there, Pramanam means the means of knowledge, that is not the producer of knowledge. There must be Pramata, there must be Prama. So Prama is there, knowledge. Pramata is there, Pramanam is there. So Pramata, then Prameya. Prama is Prama, Prameya. So Pramata, Prameya, Pramanam. Four things are there. So Pramata, that Pramatru, the knower. Pramatru, Pramanena, Prameya. Prameya means the object, the object. Prameyasya Prama, the Prameya referring to the object. Prama is knowledge. The knowledge of the object. Prameyasya Prama. So Pramata, Pramanena, Prameyasya Pramam Prapnoti. This is what happens in any Pramanam, operation of any Pramanam. Suppose if you operate with your eyes are the Pramanam, Indriya Pramanam. So eyes are the Pramanam, Pramata, and Prameya Vishya, that is a flower. Flower is that is object, Prameya. The knowledge of the object, that is Prama. And you are the Pramata, operate with your eyes. So eyes are the Karanam, eyes are that means. You are the Pramata. So Aham Pramata, Netrena, Netrabhyam. This flower is a Pushpam, that is a Prama. Pushpasya, that is knowledge, Jnanam. Prameyasya Jnanam Prapnoti. A flower is how do I know? By operating the means of knowledge called eyes. So when you say for gaining the knowledge, you need these four factors. Four things must be there. So Upanishad means of knowledge. Who is going to operate? You are going to operate. Can you operate on yourself? No, because this is Shabda Pramanam. It is Aporishaya Pramanam. Therefore, not available for your disposal. You have got only 5 Pramanams. We said 6 Pramanams we accept. Among the 6 Pramanam, 5 Pramanams only we operate and understand, generate knowledge, understand things. Pratyaksha, Anumana, Arthapati, Anupalabdhi, Upamana. This Shabda is out of our scope. It is not available with us. It is available only with the Sampradaya, with the teacher. And here Shabda also we need to understand the Shabda also. Shabda, the words produce knowledge. That also to be understood very clearly. All these things are not new subjects. Already we have discussed in many places. Shabda, the words produce knowledge. Even the Laukika words also produce knowledge. Words produce knowledge. Either direct knowledge or indirect knowledge. Words produce knowledge. Give the famous example. There is a valley of flower in the Himalayas. It's a word. It produces not direct knowledge, indirect. You understand, come to know there is a place in the Himalaya which is a valley full of flowers. It is indirect knowledge. You can go and verify. If it is not that, then what I said, my Shabda, that information is wrong. If it is there, then that gives that knowledge. Shabda produces knowledge. So it produces direct knowledge, indirect knowledge. The Vishayas of the world, of this Vyavahara, this Jagat, these all can be verified these all can be all verifiable. The words, even in the school or in college, whatever the teacher says, we don't verify it then and there. It is all subject to verification. If any experiment is talked about in the lab, we don't do it in the lab immediately. That is subject to verification in the lab. But first we do theory and then we verify it. First we gain the knowledge and then verify it. Then we accept the Shabda. Or even without accepting, without verifying, certain things we accept because it is in the books, history, geography, all these things. It's not available for verification. What happened in the past? How do you verify it? It is there written by the historians. Therefore we believe. Therefore Shabda produces knowledge. Similarly, Vedanta, Veda being a Shabda Rashi, that also produces knowledge. And that are subject to verification. All the knowledge revealed by Veda subject to verification? No. Veda reveals the knowledge about the Swarga, Naraka. Is it available for verification? Yes. Available for verification, but not here. You have to go there. Once you go there means who will come and report that it is true? Therefore, it is that knowledge, Swarga, Papa, Punya, these are Nitya Paroksha. Always these are indirect knowledge. But we cannot say, because you are not able to verify now, you cannot dismiss it because there is a Pramanam. What is not verifiable, if it is against your logic, then you can dismiss. But it is logical. That is the place where a jiva goes after death, Swarga or Naraka, or what the jiva gains by Papa Punya. All these are establishable by logic. We have a logical support. Therefore, we can believe it. Nothing wrong in that. They produce knowledge, and the knowledge is indirect knowledge. If you ask how you can verify it, how we can establish that, verification is out of question. You have to go there. How do you accept this logically? Simple. Logical acceptance is simple. Papa and Punya, what we are now because of the past result. What we are going to be is because of the result, the karma, what we are doing now. Simple. What we are now decided by the past karma, and what will be decided by the present karma. That alone will account for the differences among the people of the world. Why some people suffer, why some people enjoy, why some people are born with some congenital deformity, why others enjoy complete full health. How are you going to account for that? If you say if it's all by chance, there comes a problem. For the reason they are not responsible, they are suffering. That becomes illogical. Similarly, the person has done akrama while living, and if he goes harmlessly, if he dies, then what is that? How are you going to account his papa karma? He goes harmlessly and scot free. He has gone away, not there. Then how are you going to how that person? The other person has suffered, but this person gone scot free. Then how are you going to account for this discrepancy? For Newton laws also say for every reaction there is equal and opposite reaction. If you have done something, then it will come back to you. So this has some dosha. That is abhyupagama dosha. The two types of dosha. That is for the action which you have not committed, if you are suffering, that is a dosha. For the action which you have not committed, if you are suffering, then that is a dosha. For the action which you have committed, for which the results will not be reaped by you, that is also a dosha, because other persons have suffered or suffering. That's a defect in the system. That's a defect in the creation. Ishvara cannot do that mistake. Everything is accounted. Even we with our little buddhi, we talk about closing the accounts, tallying everything in the world. With our little buddhi, we have laws and order in the society. How can Bhagavan Ishvara how can Ishvara be without any thinking, without randomly he just creates, or if you don't accept Ishvara also, this cannot be a random thing, because everything is in the order that you can see very clearly in the creation. Nothing is random, nothing is by chance. Everything follows an order. Therefore, we accept there must be an order, and keeping with that, everything performs in an orderly fashion. Therefore, we have to accept the concept of this karma. In fact, it's not a concept. For us, it is as clear as the daylight. The karma theory, it's not a theory, it is a reality for us. What I am is because of my previous karma. What I am going to be, it is because it will be decided by my present karma. Therefore, only you do punya karma. Otherwise, why do you do punya karyam? Why do you do prayer? In fact, why do you do prayer? Prayer we do because it produces punyam. That punyam nullifies a papam. That is why we do mamapata samasta durita kshettvara parameshwara prityartam iti we do sankalpa. Why do we do the prayer? Because The prayer produces palam. Action produces result. And the produced result nullifies the counter things, papam or the duritas. That is why we do prayer. Prayer we do means we accept the order, we accept Ishvara. Therefore, these things can be logically established. It's not a big thing to establish. So, therefore, there is an order. Order is there, therefore, logic is there. Therefore, going to Swargaloka is not against logic because we believe in the person who survives after death. Therefore, that person must go somewhere. If he is not a jnani, not muktaha, is not a muktaha, then he must go somewhere. Either he must come here or he must go to some other loka and reap the results of his karma. Therefore, traveling is involved. He must be going to some other place. Why can't be Swargaloka, Narakaloka, depending on what in his account is acceptable. This is acceptable, not against logic. That is what Shastram says. Punyam, Punarjanma, going to the Swargaloka, etc. For which the Vedanta is a Pramanam. Shabda, the words produce knowledge which are verifiable but not here. You have to go there. Going there, you cannot come. Therefore, we say that knowledge is Nitya Paroksha, always Paroksha, always indirect knowledge. But the end portion of the Veda, Vedanta, produces knowledge that are verifiable here and now. If it is going to be verifiable after death, then it is not worth studying. It is that is why we don't guarantee, we don't say Swarga is waiting for you. All divine damsels, 72 virgins are there. We don't say, we never say that. That you become free here and now. Your freedom is assured after death, then it is not really worth calling the freedom. It's not freedom at all. If freedom is there, it has to be here and now. And that is verifiable, immediately verifiable. Therefore, the Shabda, the Jnanam, what the Shabdas of the Vedanta, the Upanishad produces, that knowledge is direct knowledge. We call it as direct, immediate knowledge, in fact, not direct knowledge, immediate knowledge. That's why we use the word aparoksha, aparoksha anubhuti. Aparoksha anubhuti is, it is aparoksha, it is ever aparoksha, it is self-evident, atma, that is you and that is knowable, should be known here in this janma itself, here itself. Therefore, Vedanta produces the knowledge which is paroksha jnanam, that's called paravidya, for which the pramanam is the words of the Vedanta, the Upanishad. That is, Gaunartha is Shabda, Mukhyartha is Jnanam, Paravidya, the knowledge, the moksha iti. That is called Pramanam. So, therefore, Vedanta as Upanishad, Brahma, that has got the status of being a Pramanam, the revealer of the knowledge, and the knowledge produces, and the knowledge revealed by the Veda gives you freedom or makes you see that you are free. That is called Paravidya. Therefore, Grantha is called Pramanam. Grantha is called Pramanam. Secondary, it has got secondary meaning, Gaunartha. Upanishad Nama Grantha eva Pramanam. Upanishad Nama Vedanta Pramanam. Then we say this Upanishad, the text is called Pramanam. It's called Upanishad, the text is called Upanishad and that is called Pramanam. The words of the text which reveals Vidya, Brahma Vidya, it is called Upanishad and that is Pramanam. That is what the author says here. So Vedanto Nama Upanishad Pramanam. Not only this Vedanta, even Tadupakarini, Shariraka Sutradhinicha, Tadupakari. Tadupakari means Upakara. Upakaram Karoti. That which helps in what? In making this knowledge firm. Tadupakarini. Shariraka Sutradi. Shariraka Sutra refers to Brahma Sutra. The Vyasa Sutra. The Vedanta Sutra. The Sutra written by Badarayana for Upanishads. For Vedanta. That is called Shariraka Sutram. We'll talk about that later. That two sutras are there. Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa. Purva Mimamsa, Jaimini had written sutra. Purva Mimamsa sutra for Vedanta. Vyasa Maharishi, Badarayana had written sutra as presented Vedanta in the form of the sutra, 555 sutra. That is called Shariraka Sutra. Sutra Adini means all the other text. So supporting text and the main text which reveals Advaita Siddhanta, that is Shariraka Sutram, that is Brahma Sutra. All these are the Upakari. They help in understanding the knowledge revealed by the Upanishad. Here we need to understand one thing very clearly. Pramanam is Upanishad. Pramanam is Upanishad. Anything other than that is Upakari only. Pramanam is Upanishad. Any other text, Prakarana Grantha, etc., they are all helpful. Helpful or secondary only. Secondarily helpful. It means knowledge that is produced by the Upanishad, when it is Samshaya Sahita Jnanam, Pratibandha Sahita Jnanam, for that these texts are useful. If that is why we have Manana Grantha, Nididhyasana Grantha, Siddhi Grantha, all these are Prakarana Granthas. The Grantha, yeah, because the Upanishad doesn't present the topic systematically. The Upanishad, it's not in a systematic way. And the Acharyas in the tradition, having understood the Tatparyam of the Shastram, they have written many texts in order to make the students, they understand in a very systematic way they have written. And they are called Prakarana Granthas. Shariraka Sutra. Shariraka Sutra Adini, by Shariraka Sutra is Sutra form. That Sutra, by reading Sutra, one cannot understand. For that, we need to study Bhashyam, Bhashyakara. Because the same Shariraka Sutra, Brahma Sutra, is interpreted by all the people, Visishta Dvaitins also. And therefore, in keeping with the Tatparyam, the vision of the Shastram, Shankara Bhagavad Pada had written commentary on the Brahma Sutra. Therefore, in keeping with the vision, we have to study the Bhashyam, Shankara Bhashyam on Brahma Sutra. Adini, by that, Tadupakarini Adini, we can bring in the Prasthanatrayam. Prasthanatrayam means one is main source is Pramanam is Upanishad. Then comes Gita, that is Smriti Grantha. Then the Shariraka Sutra, Brahma Sutra. So this Prasthanatrayam, Prakashyana Stiyate, the three, Gita, Upanishad and Brahma Sutra. These are the foundational text of Vedanta. In that, Pramanam is Upanishad. The other are secondary. They help in expounding what the Pramanam reveals, Upanishad reveals. Therefore, here the author says, Vedanta, that is otherwise called Upanishad, is a Pramanam. Also, Tadupakarini, that is Tadupakarini Shariraka Sutradini, it is indirectly, they are also playing the role of Pramanam. They are not Pramanam, but indirectly they are helpful in understanding what the Pramanam, that is Upanishad, reveals. That is the idea. So Upakari means supporting. They help in understanding the Upanishad text. Therefore, that also can come under Vedanta. That is the idea. Pramanam is Upanishad, but the Upakarini, Shariraka Sutradini, they are also come under Vedanta only, because they help us in understanding the Upanishad. Iti, the author says. More on this we will discuss the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद Sanjeev, one doubt. I don't know, it skipped out of my mind. Pramayam means what?
Prama means knowledge. Prameya means the object of knowledge.
Pramayam.
Prameya. The object.
Prameya, I noted down. Object of knowledge. You said as flower example. Prama is knowledge. Prameyam.
That's what I'm saying. Prameyam.
Yes.
object.
It is
Knowledge
prameya
is
only.
called Brahma. The object of knowledge is called Prameya. Pramata, the knower. Pramanam, the means of knowledge. The object of knowledge is Prameya, and the knowledge is Prama. Flower is Prameya. The flower knowledge is Prama.
So prameyam means it's same prameya only.
Oh, yes. Okay. That's what I'm asking. Prameya, Prameya, same.
Both same. Okay.
Prameya.
Okay. Dhanyavad.
That is Yat Pratyaya. Yat Pratyaya. Prapurvaka Madatoho Yat Pratyaya Bhavati. Then that Idyati by that sutra, that A is replaced by I, then Guna happens. Therefore, Prameya. Okay.
Okay.
Prameya means object of knowledge.
Okay. Thank you.
धन्यवादः जी।
धन्यवाद.